I need a whisk. And there it is, flying in. He's 3 for 3 with catching whisks. All right, welcome to the Next Level Kitchen, where we're giving the tips and recipes it takes to get your cooking to the next level.
And today, we're getting a little sweeter. It's time for next level desserts.
My favorite time.
Yes.
Listen, today we're gonna show you how to whip up a dessert in a skillet that's quick and delicious, perfect for when that sweet tooth bug hits. But before we get to that, let's talk about the simple things you need to start baking.
Yes.
What do you need?
Well, I mean, I feel like baking is the most beautiful time to kind of get in your vibe, get in your zone, and kind of use up what you have in your pantry, right? What is seasonal? You might have went to the farmer's market, got some citrus. I'm using apples. Love that around the fall time. How about yourself?
I love it. Well, listen, you're using apples, and to be honest, my go-to at home for my kids is I saute some apples, a little bit of granola on top, just store-bought granola and some ice cream, and it's an apple pie, right?
All day long.
Or if you love chocolate like I do, then it's chocolate, butter, eggs, sugar. That's really all you need to make a quick brownie or cake.
Oh my gosh, yum. I cannot wait to lick the spoon. That was always my favorite thing as a kid.
Yes, well, let's do that. What are you making? You got a lot more prep, maybe.
I do. So I'm going to start prepping the fruit. Basically just quartering these apples and getting the core out of the apple. I'm actually going to leave the peel on. There's amazing health benefits there with retaining the fiber. How about yourself?
Health benefits in dessert.
Dang.
I was not expecting you to say that. I'm making a skillet brownie.
Yum.
Nyesha. I'm a big fan of the brownie, but I'll get into it even before we make it. Are you a center cut brownie person or an edge brownie?
I'm an edge brownie cut person all day long, 100%. I love that chewy crunch because it kind of overcooks a little bit around the outside, but then you get the center that's like a lot more tender. How about yourself?
Rarely do we disagree. And we're not going to today because I am an edge brownie person as well.
Right? Have to.
And here's what I'm doing to start my skillet brownies. I have some baking chocolate in a double boiler, which is something that you've heard of. You don't want to burn your chocolate, so it's just some hot water in one pan, and then on top of it, I have this nice baking-proof, heat-resistant bowl where I'm just melting the chocolate.
Nice.
The greatest part about baking chocolate, I don't have to do much. And then I'm just gonna add the rest of the ingredients: sugar, butter, flour, and eggs. But of course, I wanna crack my eggs and just whip them a little bit before I add them. So I like to just crack them right on the side and just a little top, and then go up high with it. And if you want, if you've cracked many eggs in your life like I have, maybe you can go for the double egg crack.
Totally.
And then you just two eggs at one shot. I mean, it's next level. I'm just showing off.
It's efficient.
Just trying to show off.
It's efficient.
So there we go. We got our 4 eggs. And then again, you don't have to whip these if you don't want, but I'm gonna whip this up and get ready to make my brownies. You're doing well on your apples over there.
Thank you, chef.
Look at your work. It's so precise.
It's my brain. It's ridiculous. It's I don't know if it's a gift or a curse.
Okay, so it looks like we're both doing skillets here, which is kind of amazing as well.
What type of skillet do you have?
I got just like I love, by the way, this is like one of my favorite pans.
Yes.
Just like, sort of like, in my house, grandma's cast iron pan that got passed down through generations.
Totally. Nice even heat. Love that. So I'm just gonna get my apples going. Really simple dessert, similar to what you make for your children at home. Just sauteing the apples and a little bit of butter. Whenever I make desserts, I really enjoy adding a pinch of salt. That really levels up the sweetness in a dessert. So I'm just gonna cook these down a bit, and I'm gonna add some juice of 2 oranges.
I'm gonna add some salt too to my brownies, just because you're doing it. But no, I actually love the salty sweet. Is a great idea. And
Absolutely.
then over here, this is really, really easy, right? Because you get all your mise en place, which means getting all of your ingredients together. You know that. And I have my melted chocolate, and I'm just gonna add my brown sugar, my granulated sugar, my flour, and my butter. It's pretty simple with brownies. You really just have to add all of this stuff, right? It's really just one sort of, I don't know, dump and stir, which sounds horrible, but really, like, it's just an easy little mix.
Love that. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of the orange zest as well, getting those natural oils and depth of flavor.
Love that.
What do you have going on?
I have all of my ingredients in my brownies. I have the flour, I have the sugar, and I'm just gonna lightly mix all of that.
Yeah.
And then I'm melting some butter. I'm gonna add that to the brownie mixture, and then that's the batter for my brownies. I have the cast iron that's heating up. I'm gonna put my batter inside that cast iron, and then I want a little bit of garnish. So up here on the top, I'm just starting a nice little basic caramel. So
Lovely.
just sugar melted in a pan, as easy as can be.
Love it.
You want to be careful when you're melting sugar, you're making caramel at home, because you got to be careful with it. It's really, really hot, and sugar will stick to you.
Totally.
And as we all know as chefs, it's like the worst burn that
So
you
bad.
could get, right?
Oh, so bad. So as your butter's melting, your sugar's caramelizing, I'm just gonna add a little bit of depth of flavor by some warm baking spices. Just spices that you generally see in fall or winter. Tiny bit of clove, a little bit of cinnamon, and
all of those wintry spices. That
Oh,
is
we
something
love
that
them.
we're always thinking about.
absolutely,
Right
and a touch of nutmeg.
there. Okay, here we go. I have my butter now. I have my chocolate. I have my flour, my sugar. I'm gonna add a little bit of vanilla extract as well. You don't have to
Yum.
be so precise with this. I'll just do
Sure.
a little cap's worth. But this is a nice little way. You know what extract I love? Almond extract.
Ooh, love almond extract.
One of my favorites.
Dang.
Okay, there's my batter. I have that.
Wow, that came together so quick.
It did come together really, really quick. So again, that's the best part about this, right? A lot of people get intimidated by desserts thinking that,
Totally.
it takes a lot of time to make.
Totally.
So we have our eggs whipped into our chocolate. We have our cast iron. Throw a little bit of butter in there so that this is not gonna stick to the bottom.
Yum.
Your apples smell absolutely amazing, by
Thank
the
you.
way.
Yeah, they're starting to release that pectin, get nice and gooey.
And then it's real simple here. This
Oh my
luscious
gosh.
brownie batter cooked in the skillet.
May I taste it?
Yep, you can. There's little eggs in there, but you're fine. You're fine with a classic mayonnaise and raw eggs, right?
Oh.
It's the best part. The best part.
Licking the spoon?
Licking the spoon.
Kidding me?
I'll put a little bit of chopped pecans in here. You can add whatever nut you want.
Yum.
Walnuts would be great. I don't do peanuts in my house. We have an allergy.
Oh, wow.
All right, and then I'm just gonna pop that into the oven. All right. And, all right, so that's gotta bake. What are you gonna, do you have to bake yours?
It just actually needs to warm through. The apples are pretty cooked. I have some brown sugar, I have some flour, I have some oats. I'm just gonna fold in some butter and just kind of lightly mix this together.
A crumble, a cobbler, if you will.
Exactly, and really beautiful element that plays nicely with the orange is some cranberry. So I just kind of fold that in. Doesn't need to cook at all.
Orange cranberry.
Right?
I love it. Okay, I have a little bit of caramel now that's
Yum.
just at the right point.
Oh my
you can
gosh.
add some cream, you can add some butter. I'm just gonna do butter here.
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't that smell amazing?
It's giving butterscotch vibes. So I just kind of break up the butter a little bit just to lubricate the oats.
I love it. So listen, I even got another hack for your dish.
Tell me.
You have that amazing crumble batter right there.
Yeah.
But if you just buy granola, just store-bought granola right on top of that, pop that into the oven with a little bit of butter.
It's gonna give the same exact vibe.
It will be the same. It will be the same. Okay, there we go. All right, and you don't have you are gonna bake yours.
Yeah, I'm just gonna basically bake it a bit to warm through and melt the butter and allow the oats to toast just a little bit.
Love it.
And
love
so
it.
the apples will continue to kind of give off that juice, and that oat crumble is really just there to kind of soak up all those delicious bits. So yeah, this is gonna go into the oven. You're into whipped cream land.
Whipped cream land.
Yes.
I love whipped
you
cream
heard
land.
It right.
Buy me a ticket, please.
So in whipped cream land, I mean, it cannot just be all healthy oats and apples. I have to go a little bit indulgent with some luxurious heavy cream. And so I'm gonna do a handmade whip
I love it. I love it.
with a little bit of nutmeg, a little kind of warm baking spice.
One of your favorite spices.
It
the
is.
nutmeg.
I mean, whenever I see milk or cream, I like to use nutmeg.
And then it's on, right?
It
I
is.
always get tasked with doing this at home just because
You got the guns?
I got a little bit of the guns for it. But
Love that.
It's one of those things too. Why buy whipped cream? Why buy whipped cream?
It's literally the easiest thing on the planet.
Easiest thing to make.
Also, hack, make it in a mason jar. Just throw the whipped cream in, shake it up.
Oh my gosh, I love that. I have so many mason jars.
You know what I mean? And then it's already in the storage container. Like, do less.
Yes, you don't, and you're not even cleaning up.
That's what I'm saying.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, right?
All right, you're gonna do whipped cream. I feel like I have caramel. Yeah, that works.
Oh, that looks great.
Caramel, yeah, came out better than I thought. Better than I thought. We'll have a nice drizzly caramel on top of this. Keep that nice and warm. You got the whipped cream. I love how you got the
You
classic.
see my finger? figure eights.
Classic figure eights in the whipped cream.
I mean,
right?
why do one revolution when you can do two?
Amazing, right? So Nyesha's making those figure eights in there, really aerating and whipping the air into the fat. That's what's really, really happening. And if you want it to be done as quick as possible, cold bowl, cold whisk,
100%.
cold cream. So go right out of the fridge with it. As the cream warms up, then it's gonna make it harder to whip.
Exactly, and once it starts to come together.
Look, that's my favorite part.
Same.
And like, listen, you don't over whip your cream.
No, it doesn't need to do much more, right?
Because if you keep whipping it, then it becomes
Mantequilla.
butter.
So yeah, easy peasy. What else we got, chef?
How are these doing down here? Whoa, okay, here we go. You got, oh wow.
Wow,
All right.
Great.
These gonna come out pretty much around the same time here. So look at this.
Yum.
Looking pretty fantastic. A skillet brownie. I got my caramel sauce.
Yum, yum. Oh, yes.
You gotta be kidding me. We're ready to be a baking team right now.
Let's go.
We'll just go crazy with some caramel over here. Let's let this go all over the place, right? Let's finish up, get our caramel all over the place. Just let it go where it wants. Every couple bites, get a little bit of caramel. And then what are you gonna, you put the whipped cream on the side?
I'm gonna serve it. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna serve this family style and just put a huge dollop in. I got a lot of people coming over. Just gonna put it out there.
I have a container of ice cream, and I'm gonna go next level style here too. Serrated knife with the carton of ice cream. Let's see if this works. And then this is great for if you're making like ice cream sandwiches at home.
Wow.
But we're gonna go big since we got a big skillet of brownie ice cream.
Look at that.
Just cut with a serrated knife through this, and then I think we can just sort of push out. You got a spoon? You have a spoon?
I got a spoon. I got a spoon.
Here we go. We gotta be a team. Help me push
Ready?
this out. Yeah, it's like a push
Push
pop.
it?
Yeah, there it is. Just a big old dollop of ice cream right on top.
Dang, look at that.
Oh my gosh. There it is. That is how you take your desserts to the next level.
Now that's how you make a next level dish. To get ingredients and more details on the recipes from today, check the description below.
And be sure to subscribe for more episodes of Next Level Kitchen.